there we go. Hey, Charlene.
Hi, Nadine. How are you?
I'm really, really good. I've had quite an intense day today, I have to say. I've been getting some alternative therapy done.
Uh-huh.
And so, high performance that we are always looking at new ways to improve our health. And
Absolutely.
yeah, but I thought it would be like a few hours. I started at 11 and I just finished about
Oh,
20
no.
minutes ago. So
Woo!
I'll
Not
be,
expected, but you handle it well.
yeah, exactly. So, good evening. Lovely to see you there. So, what was I going to say? So, yeah, so you're a certified high performance coach, but you're from the 2018 cohort, aren't you?
Yay!
There's so many of us. I started in 2014, and Natasha started in 2013, and then you've got Saida that started in 2014. So it's all these different years that we came in, but we came in having so many other talents, like everybody will hear about you in a second. And so, but it's just so lovely that we have found this space before the end of the year as the UK kind of certified high performance coaches to find a place to celebrate and to really let people know what we do and see if we can serve and elevate frequency.
Yay! That's what we do.
That's what we do. So, hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Nadine Benjamin, and I am a certified high performance coach. I'm also an international soprano, and I'm also a accredited neuro-linguistic programming mind coach. Neuro, the brain; linguistic, how we speak to the brain; and programming, the paradigms and the patterns that we set up. And we all have these patterns. Everybody has a pattern, but it's about making these patterns that we have resourceful, making them limitless, making them paradigms that we want to live in and dream in and fly in.
Yes.
So one of my biggest things is I love celebrating, championing and connecting people. And today we're here to celebrate and champion and connect Charlene Alfred. Charlene is a registered mental health nurse and matron, program manager and a certified high performance coach. Charlene has worked for the National Health Service for over 20 years and has enjoyed caring for her patients with mental health problems. She graciously nurses them back to sound mental health through a holistic approach and has worked in a busy, fast-paced, unpredictable environment while further pursuing her education that has awarded her 2 master's degrees in health promotion and public health, as well as healthcare leadership and management. Charlene has worked for over 18 years in a leadership capacity, which is her passion and her purpose. This is also thriving towards an executive leadership coach. She's passionate about empowering young men and women to live in their full potential and achieve their own dreams and encourage people to speak up for themselves and live into their truth, whatever might be for them. Charlene is in the process of setting up an NGO in her country of birth, Tobago, where
Yay.
she can empower young girls and boys who have been sexually abused to dream again following this traumatic experience. Charlene's passion for leadership was also nurtured in her church environment, where she has led a group of faith believers to grow in their faith and serve others in their community. She has led this church group for about 10 years, even beyond, where they have met at church and wanted to continue with the group. The group is still active today, even though some members have transferred to a different country. She lives by these 3 words: lead, learn, and inspire. I love it. I love it. Good evening, Jenny.
Wow.
Lovely to have you there. Lovely to have you, Jenny. Now, as I always say that, this is a space of connection, but just to let you know that neither Charlene or I are medical. Oh, I don't know if you are medical. I just didn't check actually. Are you? No, but are you
I'm just a nurse.
no, are you a psychiatrist though?
I'm not a
No,
psychiatrist.
that's what I wanted to check. So you're not. Neither are psychiatrists. So if you would like to avail of that, please reach out to your doctor or NHS or place of help that is available for you, or support that's available for you, and for the many people that kind of need this mental health support at this time. Remember, there's other avenues. If you didn't want to go down that route, there are other avenues like coaches and counsellors and psychotherapists there is a place for you that fits for you. Just know that it's there. Oh, so come on, Charlene. Let's do this. So how do you define your version of high performance?
Okay, so my version of high performance is succeeding in what we do best and maintaining that balance. Quite often, we see people succeeding at all levels and not being able to maintain those very important relationships that we ought to maintain. So I don't believe in our love tank should be running on empty. It should be running full. And I think that balance with succeeding is what is my version of being a high performer.
Yeah, I really love it. I love it that you're talking about balance and having that balance in relationships as well, because I think you're absolutely right. When some people become successful, they immediately cancel out any other thing that's around them, and it is working out how to maintain that in that succession. I really hear you, really hear you. So what makes you a high performer?
So what makes me a high performer is having the quality to believe in myself.
Yeah.
Once I believe in myself, I have the faith to then execute what it is I'm setting out to accomplish.
Yeah.
And I think that is just so important. Without believing in yourself, other people could believe in you, but if you don't believe in yourself, it's going to take a longer time to succeed in what you want to achieve. So I think for me personally, when I have a big project to do or a big thing to do, I've got to sit down, I have to analyze what I'm doing, I have to visualize what I'm doing, and I have to feel it. Lots of gurus tells us that you need a vision board, you need to think big, you need to do all these things, but what they forget to tell us is that we need to feel that. Who we going to be 10 years from now, whatever we choose to be, we need to be feeling that now.
So and in terms of feeling it now, because I know what I would do, but what do you do to feel your vision and feel your thought processes?
So basically I get up in the morning, I do my morning routine, and I'll close my eyes and I would visualize what that thing is. Who am I going to be? And I will just stay there and feel it. I would feel it in my heart, feel it in my spirit. And that just gives me the wisdom and the knowledge to know that I can achieve that thing with courage. I love that. I love when I do the same as you. I visualize as well. And sometimes I know that when I'm visualizing, I have to get up and be physical as well. Or dance it into my body as well at the same time. And I notice what makes me really joyful is when I'll start smiling and start, laughing and just bringing in those lovely feelings that just make me know that this is going to be okay. Exactly. There's nothing to worry about. Even if you fall, pick yourself up and go again, because you could visualize the end result.
Yes, absolutely. So what does commitment to high performance mean to you?
So commitment to high performance means to me is that I am committed to the journey of succeeding. Whatever that journey may look like in whatever sphere of life that might be. But it is a journey. We don't wake up one day and be successful tomorrow. I mean, some people may think that is possible. But it is a journey. We need to plan what it is we're doing. We need to network with different people, because I don't believe that we do life alone. We need other people to come along on that journey for that vision and that mission that we're setting out to do.
I love that you talk about it as a journey, and that you're highlighting that people do think that you get to a certain part and then you're all enlightened, or you get to a certain part and it's all over. But it's like you get to the next level of the lift or the next level of the floor and there's another floor to go.
Exactly, right? Because sometimes when you start off, you don't know the how, you just know that you're going to do this. So it's
Exactly.
about taking those small steps and taking another small step and another small step. But you have the bigger picture in front of you, but you keep going. So it is a journey, and that journey may not always look as though we planned it to be, but we can maneuver, we could make adjustments, we could be flexible. It is really a journey.
Yeah, and hi Hugh. Hugh is saying, have a very happy new year, Nadine and Charlene.
Oh, hi Hugh.
Stay safe and keep the faith. Oh, I love that. Lovely,
yes.
Lovely. So how does this commitment to high performance show up in your life then? Like, tell us more about how it shows up in your life and how you live it.
Yeah, I would love to. So I'll share a journey that I had recently.
Yeah.
So as a mental health nurse, I actually work for a different part of the National Health Service now, which is called the CCG. So I'm away from the front line.
Okay.
And with the pandemic, I was drafted back in to work on the front line with my colleagues and with patients. It wasn't in the inpatient setting this time. It was in the community setting, which I have not worked in the community setting for over 20 years.
Wow.
So it was like a huge thing for me. But because I'm a learner, I was able to throw myself in there. So at the time when lots of people were at home for different reasons and there were shortage of staff, I volunteered to actually go back on the front line and help my colleagues, and also to look after patients who are in need. And I was so courageous. Everybody at the time were like, are you not scared? I was like, no, why should I be scared? My patients need me. I mean, I might be the only person that they are going to be seeing throughout this season. So I need to go out there and do my visits, make sure that their mental health is stable, make sure that I'm administering depot injection, make sure that food is being delivered to them on time, and just making sure that they're healthy. Physically and mentally. So, and not only that, I was able to use my leadership skill to influence junior members of staff as well.
Oh, amazing.
That was amazing. I took junior staff along the journey with me and sort of coached them and mentored them during that time, because it was sort of new for some of the junior staff as well. So I was committed to really waking up very early in the morning, going to work, to do the best that I could do, to be the best I could be for my patients. And by the time I left their homes, they all had a smile on their face. And I tell you, when I was ready to go back to my permanent employment, the staff was so appreciative of what I've done that they threw me this massive party. I couldn't believe it. And there was just so many gifts and flowers and love and appreciation for just being there for them during that challenging time, and also for caring for the patients as well.
Oh, wow, Charlene. I mean, there are so many of you, we now know of, NHS staff, that yes, you are going to do the job that you trained for, but you've gone above and beyond, in terms of, and I love that you talk about courage, because courage is one of the high performance habits. And you talk about influence, which is another high performance habit, which is being able to influence the junior staff and to go back on that journey with you, and to have that courage to go back to something that you hadn't done for 20 years.
Absolutely. I was like, oh, I'm going in blind, but I'm going to do it. I'm committed to doing it. So
yeah.
It was a beautiful experience.
So do you feel that with your career and with your in the health service now, do you feel being certified as a high performance coach has given you another lens in which to view your job and your life and everything you do?
It absolutely has. I actually certified during a time when I was at a crossroads in my career.
Okay.
And I knew that I needed to transition out of what I was doing for the past 20 years, because I felt that I wasn't growing and I wasn't learning any new things. So what I did was I actually got coaching from Brendan Bouchard's team. And I took the courage to actually interview quite a lot of directors in the organization. To say to them, I'm at a crossroad in my career. What can you do to help me? And why am I not breaking through the glass ceiling as a Black woman working in the NHS? And that was a pivotal moment for me. I actually took the time to reflect on everything that was said to me. I did a theme of what was said. And the theme was, maybe I need to be doing something different. I need to transition into other organizations so that I can learn other politics, not just the politics in the organization I was working for 20 years, because I knew it inside out. And I embraced that feedback and I did something about it. And here I am today, living in those high performance habits that got me to where I am.
Imagine you went and you're working for a company and you ask all the directors for a meeting because you want to know how you can level up, how you can get to the next level. I think that's amazing.
Absolutely. To this day, I can't believe I did that, but I did it.
But that's also, a session from High Performance, which is around focus, and around planning and scheduling and just, and then making the time to sit down and to take the feedback. It's really, as a high performer, one of the things that I've learned is taking feedback can be one of the most hardest things to do. But if you can really listen for what is true, and not become offended or defended. I love the Course in Miracles. One of the Course in Miracles, one of the things it says, in my defenselessness, my safety lies.
I love that.
I love it. If you can take that moment to just listen for what is true and take it, and then what you've done is make it into a pot of gold.
I did.
Yeah, and move yourself forward into something else that you didn't know what was going to be at the end of that rainbow.
No. I sure didn't.
But right now, what it has done is it put you in a position to, as you say, be on the front line of your workforce, to be able to influence and to really see another part of yourself. It's just so amazing.
Absolutely. The growth has been exceptional. It really has been since I've moved on, and that's what I wanted. So you get what you asked for.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I tell you, you display so much courage. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So can you give 3 tips to people, for people who are wishing to have more commitment in their life to high performance, like more commitment to high performance, and whether high performance be that they have to take a step back or they have to go forward, or what are 3 tips that you could give to people who want to make more commitment to being a high performer?
So the first one I would say is stay focused in the areas that you have committed to grow and succeed. Focus is needed in anything that we do. We can't afford to have distractions. And if we do, it's about how we get back on that track. And that's by staying focused. So one of the things that I do, I choose 3 words to say who I am or who I want to become. And I'm committed to those 3 words. But here's the thing, we need to see those things every single day. So I would advise anyone to just put those 3 words in your phone and let it send an alert to you so that you see those 3 words every single day, sometimes 3-4 times a day, so that it reminds you of the commitment and the intentions that you are setting to achieving whatever it is that may be for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Mine's are connect, champion, celebrate. I know exactly what they are. I know exactly what they are. I live into them every day. And I
This is
love that.
great.
Yeah, thank you. Linda is just saying here, wow, you were really brave. Thank you, Linda, for saying
Thank you,
that. That's to
Linda.
you. Yeah. But yeah, that's a great first tip. Thank you.
Yeah. So my second tip is checking in with yourself, and assessing your energy level, because that's so important. Some people show up where not so great energy and it derails the entire day. So,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
yeah, knowing and the energy I'm talking about is not just psychological energy, it's physical energy as well. So
Yes.
here's the thing, this is what I do. So I have my morning routine.
Yes.
That I do every morning. I wake up 5 a.m. to do my morning routine. And I really get into it when it comes to meditation, prayer, reading the Bible, whichever you want to read, which the Quran, the Bible, whichever. And I set the intention for the day. And that gives me the utmost energy for me to just go through the day where how I want to go about achieving that thing. So I think, morning routines, they're very good. If you haven't started doing them, please try to do them because they will change your life.
Yeah, well, they set you up to live.
Exactly.
I do my morning meditation is between 45 minutes and an hour every morning. So I'm right with you. And I also write in the morning.
Yes.
And
read.
and I read or I listen to something really stimulating in the morning. But you know what? I also do an evening routine.
Yes.
Because I know that I want to sleep with goodness as well. I want to process in a good way. So I have a restorative sleep meditation that I do before I go to sleep.
Yes.
And I allow it to fill me with all the things that I would like to see in my life and breathe into. And do you know what it does? Is it upgrades my immune system.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
sleep is very important. Our brain is still working whilst we sleep.
Yeah.
If I have a major thing to do or a major project and I need some answers and that revelation isn't coming to me as quickly as I want to, I would pray about it before I go to sleep. And when I get up in the morning or during the night, you wake up during the night, that revelation will be there. Yes. So sleep is really important. So you're absolutely right in having that morning routine and that evening routine. It serves us well.
Yeah, it really, really does. What's your third tip?
So my third tip is having a gratitude journal.
Yes.
Gratitude. We need to be grateful for everything that we have.
Yeah.
So important.
Yeah.
So important. We need to, live out that faith and that grace. And just being thankful for the small things. They don't have to be the big things. And what that does, that gives you the momentum to continue going.
Yes. I love the gratitude list. You know what's always on my gratitude list?
What's that?
I know it sounds weird, but hot water. Because I couldn't live without a bath.
I don't think you're the only one.
Funny. My gratitude list every night is hot water, I have to say. And one of the things, good evening, Lena. Lovely to see you. She's a lovely heart, Lena. Oh, so good to see her here. But one of the other things that I got taught by Louise Hay was when I wake up in my bed, I love her. Is when I wake up in my bed to say, oh, thank you, bed, for helping me have a good night's sleep. So you become grateful for the bed.
Yes, absolutely.
I know.
You just have to be grateful for every single thing. Everything. I'm grateful for the fact that I get to wake up in the morning.
Yes.
I'm grateful that I get to go to bed at night. And sleep,
Yes, with a roof over my head.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's true though, because when you think about this time around Christmas, there are so many homeless, there are so many people without, and it really makes me recognize, the little things, and especially through this pandemic, I think it's done that for a lot of people. It's made them realize what they have, and what they thought they needed is not really what they needed.
Absolutely.
And I think these tools of high performance help us live into more into that aspiration or that inspiration to be the best of ourselves without things.
Absolutely. I mean, the pause had been wonderful to me. I mean, I had the opportunity of having surgery, as you know, in November, for fibroids. That's another, and as a high performer, I knew that I needed to take some time out of some of the work and some of the projects, that I've been working on.
Can I just slow you down? I think that's brilliant what you've just said. Because loads of people hear high performance and they think, oh, it's like do, let's get on the do train, let's be. But what you actually said was, as a high performer, I recognized when I needed to stop, pause, and rest.
Absolutely. And here I am now. I'm feeling so much better. I mean, I've been off like for 2 months now, but I'm feeling so much better where I can resume work. And that pause have been really, really good. It really did serve me well. And yes, as a high performer, we need to recognize when we need to take that pause. We need to listen to what our bodies are saying to us.
Yes.
We need to be eating the right food. I mean, you and I are on an alkaline diet right now. Eating electric foods because that is what would serve us right now. And I know that there are lots of people out there that is have suffered or is actually suffering with the issue with fibroids. These are these benign tumors that are formed in mainly Black women and Asian women.
But you know what? That's not. I've now found that it's among women. Full stop.
It is in Caucasian women as well. I have a friend with fibroids.
I have 5 friends that have had it, so it's not.
So that is a myth. To be honest with you,
it's a myth. It's a myth.
And everybody's symptoms, what I'm noticing is everybody's symptoms can be different. And as I speak about this more, people are saying to me, oh, I had a surgery, or I had that surgery you had, or my niece is in the hospital right now and she's had surgery. And it's like it just goes on and on and on and on. So people could actually relate to this. And I just feel as though it needs to have more research done around the causes of fibroids, what causes in the first place, and all the different interventions that is out there to help women. And because some women could have these interventions sooner rather than later.
Absolutely.
Because it just devastated their lives and their families' lives is what I'm seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I identify because I'm doing treatment, and mine is via chemotherapy, which is a very different way of doing it. But it's been working for me, and now I've gone on to another alternative route, of which I'm just. I've been there all day doing it. So I'm just going to see what happens. But I really identify with you when you say there needs to be more research done around women's health in general.
Women's health in general,
I mean, we are humans as well, and we need to have answers to some of the challenges that we approach. We had the lovely Mezzo. Oh my gosh, her name's gone out of my head, but she came on here to talk about endometriosis. Or something that her and many other people also are struggling with. And how she lives her day-to-day life, it's high performance, because nobody would ever know that we have all these things that are going on with us, but we choose to get up, we choose to serve every day, we choose to be in life, we choose to breathe life, we choose to jump in and take the leap of faith every day, so I second what you're saying, Charlene. It's really, really, really important.
Yeah, it is really important.
Oh, it's been so lovely to have you here today. I mean, your courage, your influence, your commitment, your energy, and I love that you mentioned around food as well, because that is part of our energy, what we choose to support our body with.
Yeah.
But where can people find you at the moment? Are you online or how?
Yeah. So people could find me through my website. So that's www.charlenealfred.co.uk or .com. It's interlinked. And my social media handle is Charlene Alfred.
Alfred.co.uk. Oh, I've missed off the UK, so I'll retype it later.
Okay.
I think I just realised I missed off the UK as soon as it pressed send. But okay. And in this time, as a nurse, as somebody who's in the health service and somebody who's had to, have surgery recently, and, knowing that there's other people out there that are in exactly the same space as you, what would be your kind of final words for everybody today that you would love everybody to kind of really go away with and really think about?
Yeah. So I think if people, obviously from a mental health standpoint, if people are not feeling well, because this is the current climate we are there, it's estimated that mental illness may be on the rise because of the pandemic. Yeah. So if you're not feeling well in any way, shape, or form, please dial 111. The NHS is here for you. There are lots of services available that you can tap into. However, if you feel that you may not want to access those services because it's mild, whatever it may be, just go out for a walk. Nature does so much for our mental health. And, talk to someone. Talk to someone who is willing to listen to what you have to say. But just we can't do life alone. And when we're feeling unwell, we need to have people. I've recently been unwell, and I am not very good at asking for help, even though I'm a high performer. But I had to journal this and learn this and really appreciate the help that people were offering me. So help is out there, is what I'm saying. The services are out there for you. Please tap into them. Because we don't want people to be at home alone, just wallowing in and not having the connection that we need, because we do need to connect with other people. So yeah, tap into what is available out there for you.
Yeah, thank you that you're not alone. Tap into what's available, get into that connection space. Charlene, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nadine. I appreciate you. This has been amazing, and for myself and all the other CHPCs as well. So thank you so much.
Oh no, not at all. And I really want to second you what you said about being afraid to ask for help, or not being very good at asking for help. I think there are a lot of people in that space at the moment who are feeling that. And I want to second what you say and say there is no shame in asking for help. Like yourself, I was very ill like 3 months, and I'm still recovering, but I was, for those first 3 months, oh my gosh, Charlene, like I had to, my friendships, that when you realize who's in your team, who's there walking alongside you, and sometimes it's strangers, sometimes it's not who you think it's going to be, and at first I found, and so I want to talk about this actually, because it's really good that you said this. At first I found accepting that help really overwhelming.
Yeah, I did. So I agree with that. Yeah.
Thank you. I found it really overwhelming, because I was just like, oh my goodness, oh, what are they going to think of me? Oh, it makes me look weak. Oh, and then I realized, no, Nadine. Part of being a high performer is to be in the law of circulation, which is to be able to give and to receive.
Absolutely. And I've been reminded by that by beautiful friends such as yourself. The law of sowing and reaping.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And we forget that. We forget that it's a natural, it's a part of the whole. The giving is only one side, the receiving is the other. That's the whole.
That's the whole.
Yeah.
It's the circulation.
Yes.
It moves around.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you stop asking for help, that circulation gets cut off.
Yes. So it was such So thanks for saying that to me, because it really made me really appreciate all my friendships, every person that's in my life, and to know that even when we're unwell, that life doesn't have to stop, that we have what we need at all times if we just reach out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
no shame. No shame.
No shame. That was such a gold mine. Thank you.
Yeah. That's a hashtag.
Yeah. No shame. Oh my God. Should we put that as the hashtag for today? I've been doing these little hashtags. I'll put no shame in asking for help. I'm going to do a long one.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. So Linda's saying, thank you so much, Charlene and Nadine. And somebody else is saying, thank you. And thank you so much. Well, thank you everybody for being here. We are going to go now, but thank you. I hope you love this commitment to high performance. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about productivity. So I have no idea who that's going to be with either, so you'll be in for a surprise. But we will be talking about productivity to high performance. So take care now, and thank you all for being here. And sending you a blessing for the day. Thank you so much, Charlene. Bye bye.